Here we go, sir.
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Rachel Tootin. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Red on the red.
Right back to Tootin. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. 3rd down and 9.
Hey. 11. Silver.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowler from a year ago, Logan Cook, to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. On play action, Stroud. He'll find the rookie out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Texans, 1st down.
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone. David Montgomery. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker. There to make the stop. 2nd down, they need 7. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll go play action with Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Houston.
Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
From the gun, here's Stroud. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? So, instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hey, Lion. Up.
On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. 42-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Rip, 23. Silver.
Another run here with 2. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
It's a gain of 8.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Texans who have the early lead. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin.
Red on red.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the change. First down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go back to Tootin. Good blocking to the 15. And he's in! Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Jaguars. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars move out to a 7-3 lead. Little now following the touchdown. Out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening at the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Moving to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll air one out for Higgins. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there, and more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Stroud connects with Collins, and it's a first down for Houston.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A run up the gut with Montgomery. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Stroud going to set up the throw. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option, And then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Montgomery. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Eric Armstead. He gets there for the sack, setting up fourth down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are back within 1. It's 7-6. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hey, go. Hey, Ginger, shot. Sink right. No.
This drive begins with a run by Cheaton. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
On red. Focus.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
Out here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
All right.
Here's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And the Texans first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, it's Stroud. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
And they'll have a first down and definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
All right. 18. What's up?
Stroud to throw here on first down. Got his man at the 6. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal. To throw, it's Stroud. Forced out wide.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
A little closer. Here's second and goal. They'll go with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark them short. So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Out to his right. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup, 21.
First down, Texans.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And the Texans are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. Montgomery trying to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Back to throw. Stroud. It is brought in the end zone. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Houston. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there if you're a little late or this ball is underthrown.
That's in the end zone and intercepted.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
We're at 23. Hey, so high.
Lawrence going to give it to Jinton. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
3-yard pickup.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Parker Washington was the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
On the coverage.
Decent 24. Turn, this one's hot. Hey, kill. Go.
Now Lawrence. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
Higgins sent in motion. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10.
Tony.
Now, faking the give. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Second and 7.
All right.
One more time for Montgomery. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane close quickly. Here comes third down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
All right.
Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That was the run-pass option, choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, Soko, so hunt. Here we go, son.
Run over center now with Tootin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Hey, Ginger, touch.
Now here's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That's caught. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 52 yards.
Hey.
At the 14-yard line.
On the ground, here's Tootin. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
On the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw is Lawrence. Set up the screen here for Tuki. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. Schultz, the motion man. On the RPO, it's a throw, and it's Higgins. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll run with Montgomery. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
All right.
Here's Stroud. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down. On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. And deep to return, that is Parker Washington. We'll take this in back at the 16. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find it.
And this is caught on the sideline. Could have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down.
Hey, go. Hey, kill.
Lawrence. That is hard down the field. He's got it. is going to have a Jags first down. This is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
The 24-yard line.
Hey, Lion. Film it.
Up the middle, here is Chitton. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Jaguars first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Blue on red. This one's hot. Easy. Read a 44. Read a 54.
They'll drop to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Great job there defensively separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Go. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got it at the 3. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They come with a minute 25 left to go in the contest.
Lisa 24. Turn. This one's hot. All right, here we go. Here we go. Hey, Jupiter. Red.
Trying to punch it in with Chitton. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Facial Chitton. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
And that is incomplete. They get the touchdown, take the lead, but it remains a 1-point game. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. He'll start at the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
All right.
Now Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very scouted. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it's going to be 3rd down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10?
18. That's it.
Higgins sent in motion. On play action. Stroud backs to his tight end, Schultz. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Catch left side is made by Higgins.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a 4th down stop to all but end this game.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Now, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
All right, let's go.
Here's a run. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock.
Hey, go. Hey, so.
They'll go with him again. And this a slight improvement over the previous play. They're going to lose yardage, but not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
Lisa 24. Hey, Ginger. Dad.
On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. They get the home victory here in the division in the 1st of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico.